I was surrounded by affluence and wealthy people and a great network of friends and family. And even though I had everything, I deliberately chose to leave it all. I chose to leave it because I wanted to create and forge my own destiny. I didn't feel like I had control over my life because everything in my network, everything in my environment was taken care of. I deliberately chose to come back to the United States. And when I did, the family business took a dive and it was heartbreaking and it was very difficult to overcome that. I had to leave the family business, which was my mom's business. I went to work in restaurants. I worked as a server, started training people, and I got better. And then I worked at two very nice restaurants. And I thought I'd made it at the top of the food chain in the restaurant industry because I turned down management jobs. And back then I would make like $100 at lunch and $300 at dinner time in one day. For many, many years, I did that. I provided for my family that way. But even though I was locked in that matrix, it's like a spiral, right? Your life can be spiraling upwards or spiraling downwards or kind of hovering, I guess. But if you're in a downward cycle, it's okay. It's normal. It's part of life. I think of a rose and the leaves on the rose, how sometimes they wither away and die, but the new ones come up and spring up, and then it's beautiful, right? The stem and the roots are there to kind of help it regenerate. And that's what the divine grace is all about. And the fact of the matter is, you probably have more to give than what you think you have. You probably have so much more wisdom than you're sharing with the world right now. I've got a huge library of books, and not only a physical library, but I also have a digital library with over $100,000 worth of content in there from the best of the best in the world that I'm very honored to have learned from and to share the wisdom that they've shared with me. I share it with my clients and my audience. And these are things I'm sharing with you now because if you're in that spot where you feel like you have more to give, I'm making this video for you because I had that feeling in my heart. I was like, there's more that I can give today. I make this video for you as a reminder that if something's not working, just find the natural next steps to go through what it is that you want to go through. What does that mean from, going back as a 20-year-old? What I did was I got up and I left, as abrupt and uncomfortable as it was back then, leaving my network of friends and family in Switzerland to go back to the United States to help my family here. It was a sacrifice to leave Switzerland to go back to LA and then to come back to LA to get a job at a restaurant, which there's honor in every work. But I was used to working in offices. If you feel stuck, how could you detach from what it is that you're doing? Pretend you're watching a Netflix movie or something like that, and you were to go beyond it and look from it from the top down, and you're on the screen there, you're watching your own movie, you elevate and you see the pattern. There's patterns in everything that everybody does. There's utility value. What's the utility value of what it is that you're doing? If you're a server, you're probably going to make 60 to 80K a year. Those numbers are the utility value of the activities that you're doing. And so in my line of work as a consultant, I get to choose how I serve others. And I've been able to serve others at a very, very high level. I had the top 33 companies under management across Southern California, Alaska, and Hawaii. And I was fortunate enough to travel and to be in large groups of people and teaching people how to use technology within those networks to grow their business. I got invited to teach at UCLA, which was a great honor, to a group of graduates talking about the intersection between real estate and social media. They have a gift that they gave me, the Ziman School of Real Estate, UCLA. I'm very proud of that. If you feel stuck, if you feel lost, if you don't know what to do, and the traditional things that you used to do aren't working anymore, contact me and we can have a conversation about what it is that you could do to improve your business, make a little change in a particular aspect of your life, or completely change what it is that you're doing. And so these things that I've shared with you today are so that you can focus on what is the next action that you want to take. My life's purpose has always been to help people understand these digital platforms to make their life better. But covertly, I've always been an advocate for divinity and to help activate people's divinity within them so that they can live a life they love and live a life that they're proud of and live a life that makes a positive impact in the lives of the people they serve. Whether you're working as a restaurant worker or whether you're working as a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, I've been fortunate enough to work with all types of people from every walk of life. And I'm very passionate about what I've done, and I'm here to serve.